This is basically unboxing of the latest lens that I bought. That's the Sigma 56mm f1.7 TCDN for Sony E-mount. I was thinking a lot of buying an APS-C lens for my Sony A6700, although I have three variable zoom lenses for my full frame A7 Mark IV, which I can use on A6700. I wanted to have my A6700 to have its own set of lenses, if you may say, and instead of going for variable zoom as the first lens, I actually went for a prime. The reason being is if I wanted a variable zoom lens, starting off with 24 millimeters and above all the way up to 300 millimeters, I have full frame lenses with me. That's the reason I've gone ahead for this. I thought a lot about buying the 16 millimeter one f1.7, the 30 millimeter f1.7, both from Sigma, as well as Sigma's 18 to 50 millimeter f2.8. As of April 2024, in Australia, especially in Melbourne, getting an Sigma 18 to 50 millimeter f2.8 is pretty much difficult. They ran out of stock, so I'm not sure when Sigma is going to get the new stock in, especially for the Sony E-mount. I guess the Fujifilm X mount are still available, but the E-mounts are almost all, it's very difficult to get one. So unless you're paying a lot of premium price, that's the reason I couldn't get that. That was more like a convenient lens, if you ask me, the Sigma 18 to 50 millimeter f2.8. So that I don't change much lenses on my A6700. But anyway, I have a zoom lens. I have a Tamron 24 to 75 f2.8 and a Sony 16 to 35 and a 70 to 200 mm full frame one. So this should be good. So this is all about unboxing it and my initial thoughts around it. I would do a detailed review in the upcoming videos. So as usual, we would get some Sigma's documentation. There's in English, Japanese, and quite a few languages. Limited warranty. I think you get 2 years of warranty in Australia. There is a letter to our valued customer from Sigma. This has got to be something to do with claiming the warranty, I guess. Yeah, this is the lens itself. Ta-da! That's it. Nothing else in the box. So I'm going to put the box aside, open it up. It's a pretty compact one. I bought this from JB Hi-Fi because they were basically offering a price match and it was readily available at them. This is basically for $600 Australian. That's what I bought for. So yes, we do get two pieces here. Please be careful while holding this because these two are put together but were actually not locked in. So this is the lens hood and this is the lens itself. Lens doesn't seem to be that heavy for me. Looks light enough, but because this is a prime lens, you only have a focus ring. You don't have a zoom. So this is 56 millimeter, 1:1.4 f1.4 DCDN. The filter threading is actually for 55 millimeters, if you can see inside here. And yeah, I think it's a 7 blade or 9 blade lens, this one. The minimum focusing distance is 0.5 meters or 1.64 feet. That's roughly like a half a meter if you're actually into meters. Obviously made in Japan. And this is 2018 lens. You do basically get a lens cover, and this is actually metal up here. There is a plastic O-ring here. I think this is with respect, weatherproofing it. Obviously, you have pins right up here for your autofocus and all the other modes. And there are no buttons, no clicks, nothing. You do have C here, which stands for contemporary from Sigma. I think outside is a bit plasticky, but in this mount is definitely actually metal, as you can see, right? And there's the lens right here. The lens hood looks interesting. Yeah, it's just that. It's just in and out. You basically have, in fact, the markings here calling in and out. And all you got to do is just put it inside and just twist it and it would actually lock and unlock. And then you can definitely have your ND filter or a polarized filter actually inside it. Let's mount this on my A6700. Open the lens cap, open the cap there. There you go. Align the white dots and click it into place. That's it. And remember to hold this actually in the bottom. In fact, you basically have these guides here, little bit streaks for you to get some amount of grip because the rest of it is pretty smooth. And if you hold here, you'll be just spinning, your fingers around because this focus rocker is very smooth and your fingers will keep going round and you can't actually tighten anything up. So don't forget to actually hold it here if you want to tighten up your lens against your mounting or if you're removing the lens off for basically interchanging them. One of the main reasons I bought the 56mm f1.7 for my A6700, as I'm on the go content creator, during my travels and basically going to restaurants and all that stuff to take photos, 56mm gives you some awesome amount of zoomed in, crystal clear images, almost like taking portrait photos of the food which is presented to you in a restaurant or some of the places. and sometimes taking a very interesting perspective of landscapes or street photography, which does not basically have the camera angle view of a 16 millimeter. This is a little bit different, and this is something that I want to try out and actually, have fun with. It's an awesome portrait photography mammoth. So, in fact, you'll become the famous family photographer if you're actually using the 56 millimeter Sigma f1.4 along with an APS-C camera or your full frame camera in an APS-C mode, because it suits well in terms of aesthetics and handling and stuff. As a small profile, it's not even that protruding out actually of the camera. The portraits are going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I actually bought this so that I can take very good portrait pictures of my family, of the places I'm actually traveling to, and a lot of times, without doing that extra movement, if you're using a 16 millimeter or 30 millimeter prime lens, you can straightforwardly get very good photos of animals or birds or insects, and get a very interesting perspective of actually things which are out there. And that's the reason I actually bought it. Look forward for my in-depth review of my Sigma 56 millimeter f1.7 APS-C lens. Just to let you know, this is not a sponsored video, although I would love to be sponsored or get lens on a rental or a short-term basis from Sigma to review their lens. But this is something that I bought with my own coin. So I saved up money and actually bought the lens. So is actually the camera. Please do like and subscribe this video if you would like this content and you want to see more of such type of content. Until the next video, take care, stay safe, peace.